Markets are bracing for impact. Tomorrow's Fed decision could rock the US dollar and send the euro flying. Is the euro breaking out upward, or are we about to hit a wall upward and go down? Stick around, because what happens this week could set the tone for the entire month. Welcome back, everyone. It's Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these absolutely insane markets. If you like what you see, please smash the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos far and wide. I want to build a huge trading community. All right, as promised, the euro dollar. All eyes are really on the Federal Reserve's two-day meeting kickoff tomorrow. So while we're probably going to be in like a neutral pattern, we're going to go over, where we are exactly, and what the marketplace could do before the Fed makes its ultimate decision. So right now, markets really expect no rate change. And the real focus is on Jerome Powell's tone. If he hints at cuts, or he does stay hawkish and defensive, that's going to really tilt this thing in either one direction or the other, which is obvious, right? So let's get into the charts right now, short-term charts. First, let me zoom over to the longer term, the dailies. All right, so right now we have a resistance on the daily at 115.09. Now we're quite a distance away from it. Really what I'm taking is this high bar's close, and I'm looking at that close as a resistance level right there, okay? So that's the level that I'm looking at for daily resistance. So it's a little bit longer term than the short term that I'm going to be covering in a second. So if for some strange reason marketplace can gravitate up towards that level, I would be a seller up there. That's for sure. Because I'm thinking that now for those of you that use this stuff, which I don't use, and I'm going to just do it for you because I want to show you the 50-day moving average, right? So euros is well above it, it's turned up, but what this really means for me, and like I said, I don't really use lagging indicators. What I believe this, how I look at this, if I look at it, I say, well, that gives the euro a lot of room to basically come off, because I do, markets always kind of retrace to the average, the mean, and then either they pop up or they break down, and then this average starts to continue lower, right? So it's always it's not a leading indicator. Price is the only thing that's a leading indicator, and that's what I like to use, price only. But people use the moving averages. So I want to just show you that and tell you what my take is on it. Now, another thing that people like to use is the stochastic RSI, which, let's see if I can find this thing. Let's see where it is. I might have taken it off because it's not like something that I do use. Let me see here. Yeah, I took it off. Anyway, stochastic RSI is basically is it kind of still neutral? So it's not really something that's giving any indication any one way or the other. But as it stands right now, like I said on the weeklies, euro supports 112.12. So where are we headed right now? Well, we're really stuck in a channel right now. We're stuck between, I'll say, this high, and let's change this color. Let's make it nice blue, something like that. And we're stuck at this low right here. That's basically where we're channeling. So the marketplace is channeling between these 2 points. Now, we had a high of 113.80 short term on the 2nd. So really, this thing needs to climb back above that 80 to show strength. Right now, it's actually showing some weakness. And it hasn't fully broken out yet. But the way I'm looking at this is the market, for me, is the euro dollar is a little bit soft. So if I come up here and I do some short-term analysis, and I just give myself like a bogus kind of trend line, because it only has really 2 points of touch here, I think the marketplace could actually come down back to this line 113, the figure. If it turns down from this point, if it breaks, I'm expecting this, a break of this, and then a break of this, sending us back down into something like 112.50-ish. That's what I'm thinking today. Okay, that's what I got. Now, if we can get above that 113.80 or 113.90, if we can get above that level, all right, like say right here, if we get above this level, this actually could send us back up to this area right here, 114, say 20. So here's the 2 points. We got this 113.80. If it does break above this, probably going back towards the 114.14. If we break this trend line, say the 113, the figure, we're heading towards that 112, like 63. If that goes, we're probably going down to like 112.40 before the marketplace actually catches its breath and decides what it really wants to do. It's really waiting on the Fed. So right now we're trading around like 113, say 40. It's, you know, the move is really waiting on what the Fed, you know, so that's what we have to wait for. We have to wait for you know, the Fed to actually make a statement or decision. Now, the pair basically, when it went up to that 113.80, it kind of was showing a little bit of momentum to potentially get back up to the recent high that we had on April 21st, which was 115.73, but it got quickly rejected from the 80 level. So that's why I'm saying this short-term 80 is a really, really important level. So, you know, on the technical side, euro is in a range, the range that I just described from 112.63 to the high of 114.43. You know, we got over in the Eurozone, we got inflation that came in higher than expected, but the European Central Bank is still signaling a cut in June. They need growth. They don't have any type of growth. So they're adding more liquidity into the marketplace. So those of you that trade crypto should be paying attention to that, because crypto feeds off of, you know, liquidity. And there's a lot of liquidity, you know, in the market. It takes a little while before it kicks in. It's like a 105-day lag. But, you know, that would mean like by maybe beginning of June, like Bitcoin, XRP, Sol, all those crazy coins could really take off. So I know I'm getting off on a tangent, but, you know, so what I got to ask you guys is, how do you trade this? I mean, what are you looking at? Leave some comments for me. I'd love to see them. Are you looking for failure at resistance? Could bring us back down to 112, say 40, or you're looking for a break upward towards that 1440? My advice, you know, follow my points, or I'm following my points. My advice is to stay nimble, wait until Powell speaks. You know, the algos are going to feast on every word of it. So that's today's Euro Rundown, folks. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. You know, YouTube loves comments. I don't get many. I really would appreciate if somebody would just say hi or something. So I'll be back with full coverage post-Fed. Until then, stay disciplined and always trade smartly. Don't get into sloppy analysis. Don't give into fear or greed. Remember always, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.